Are you ready to break free from that endless loop of putting things off, always waiting until the very last minute? Do you want to take control of your time and focus on what truly matters? Host. Hey there, I understand. You're not alone. Studies show around 90% of us struggle to achieve our goals because of one thing: procrastination. Yes, 90%. That means almost everyone around you is stuck in this cycle, pushing dreams, tasks, and plans aside day after day. So if you're watching this, I know what you're here for, to finally take control of your time, and we're going to tackle it together. Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by a task that you just didn't even start? That's your brain hitting the brakes because it can't see the finish line. This happens when we don't define our goals or the steps to get there. It's like trying to drive cross-country with no map and a vague idea of where you're going. You're bound to get lost. The solution? Get crystal clear on what you want to achieve. To beat this, try setting one big goal. What's that one thing you really want to accomplish? Write it down. Now, here's the key. Break it down into small goals, manageable steps you can start working on immediately. Think of them as pit stops on your road trip. Each small goal you conquer gets you closer to your final destination. The clearer the path, the easier it is to move forward. Let's be real. Fear is a natural human emotion. It's something we all feel at different points in our lives. We all experience it. But when it comes to procrastination, fear can be a major roadblock. It can paralyze us, making even the simplest tasks seem insurmountable. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These are just a few of the fears that can keep us stuck in procrastination mode. These fears can create a mental barrier that feels impossible to break through. But here's the thing about fear. It often disguises itself as something else. It can be sneaky, showing up in ways we might not immediately recognize. It might show up as perfectionism, self-doubt, or even just plain old "I don't feel like it right now." These are all manifestations of fear, cleverly hidden behind other emotions. So how do you overcome fear-driven procrastination? First, acknowledge it. Recognize that fear is at the root of your hesitation. Don't try to bury it or pretend it's not there. Look it straight in the eye and say, "Hey, fear, I see you." By acknowledging it, you take away some of its power. But you're not running the show today. Next, remind yourself that everyone starts somewhere. Every expert was once a beginner, facing their own fears. Even the most successful people in the world were once beginners. They faced their fears and pushed through them. They felt fear, they made mistakes, and they kept going. They learned from their failures and used them as stepping stones to success. So, if fear is stopping you, take a deep breath, acknowledge it, and remind yourself that even the best start somewhere. Embrace the journey and the learning process. Just give it a shot. You'll be surprised how quickly you improve. Each small step forward is progress, and before you know it, you'll be looking back at how far you've come. Chapter 4. Practical tips to get started even when you don't feel like it. We often wait for motivation to strike before we start a task. We think that we need to feel inspired or energized before we can begin. But here's the truth. Motivation often follows action, not the other way around. It's a common misconception that we need to feel motivated first. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that once you start working on something, even if you weren't feeling motivated at first, you start to gain momentum? This is because taking that first step can create a sense of accomplishment. That's because action creates motivation. The more you do, the more motivated you become. So, how do you get started when you just don't feel like it? It can be challenging, but it's not impossible. Here's a quick trick. Ask yourself these two questions. They can help you find the drive you need. First, do I really want to do this? This question helps you assess your true interest in the task. And second, What happens if I don't do it? This question helps you understand the consequences of inaction. This gives you a perspective on the importance of that task. It helps you see the bigger picture and the impact of your actions. If you know it's important but still aren't interested, start with just 15 minutes a day. This small commitment can make a big difference. You'll find it gets easier with each small step. Each little bit of progress can build your confidence and motivation. Chapter 4. Reason number 4. Building the discipline. Muscle, your secret weapon against procrastination. Procrastination often stems from a lack of discipline. But here's the good news. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So how do you build that discipline muscle? It's all about creating small, consistent habits. One of my favorite ways to do this is with a 30-day challenge. Pick something you want to work on, whether it's exercising, writing, learning a new skill, or anything else that moves you closer to your big goal. Commit to just a few minutes every day on that task for the next 30 days. The key here is consistency. Momentum will build, and before you know it, procrastination will be just a memory. Boost your productivity by harnessing this secret weapon. If you don't like working alone but still want to achieve your goals, then find a partner. Reason number 5. The power of accountability. Why having a partner can change the game. We're social creatures by nature. We thrive in communities and often perform better when we know someone's got our back. That's where accountability comes in. When we're accountable to someone else, we're more likely to follow through on our commitments. It's like having a built-in support system cheering us on. So, how do you incorporate accountability into your life? One easy fix: find yourself an accountability partner. Reach out to a friend, family member, or colleague who has similar goals or someone you trust to keep you on track. Share your goals with each other and set up regular check-ins to share your progress and challenges. It works wonders. Plus, you'll both benefit from the motivation boost. Procrastination is tricky, but it's not unbeatable. It often feels like an insurmountable wall. But with the right mindset and tools, you can break through it. I hope this video has helped you understand the real reasons behind your procrastination and given you the tools to start making a change. Remember, awareness is the first step toward improvement. Today, take one step, any step, toward breaking the cycle. It doesn't have to be a giant leap. Even the smallest action can set you on the right path. For even more tips and details, check out my blog linked in the description. There, you'll find a wealth of information to help you stay motivated and on track. And if you're serious about conquering procrastination, the blog dives even deeper into each of these solutions. It's a treasure trove of strategies and insights. Here are some quick tips to get you moving forward today. These are simple yet effective strategies to kickstart your productivity. Start small. Begin with tiny steps. Small victories build momentum and confidence. Don't overwhelm yourself by doing everything at once. Break your tasks into manageable chunks. Consistency matters. Don't just start strong, keep going. Regular, steady progress is key to long-term success. Even 10 minutes a day makes a difference over time. Those small increments add up to significant progress. Take breaks. Don't burn out. Short breaks can rejuvenate your mind and keep you focused. Regular breaks help you stay fresh and focused. Hydrate, stretch, and give your brain a rest. Set deadlines. Assign deadlines to each task. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and help prioritize your workload. When you have a time frame, you'll work faster and better. Thanks for watching. Your time and effort are valuable. Let me know in the comments what goals you're working on, and let's keep each other accountable. Sharing your goals can provide extra motivation and support. Until next time, stay focused and keep pushing forward. Together, we can overcome procrastination and achieve our dreams.